can tell you that these superstars are very excited to have the opportunity to compete here tonight on Independence Day.
And similarly, we're excited to be able to call the action for you, especially for this match. This is going to be great.
From Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya!
Product of the Hart family dungeon, carrying on the legacy of the legendary Hart family in sports entertainment. Natalya always ready to handle things inside the ring.
Now the daughter of Jim the Animal Neidhart, niece of WWE Hall of Famer Bret the Hitman Hart.
Got the power of her father and the finesse of her uncle. Maybe the most respected superstar in the entire women's division.
This match just might set social media on fire.
Oh, it's already trending. A lot of times you see champs dial it back a bit when the title's not on the line, but I don't expect to see that from her here.
And an early kick out in this unusual matchup. A spinning leg lariat.
She's not too anxious to get up.
German suplex spiked. Oh, nasty impact. Beautiful.
She goes for the cover. You're not going to win any matches that easily.
Just not enough damage done yet, Cole.
Natalya looking a little bit surprised here. But you certainly cannot count her out yet. Drop down. Drop down. Drop down.
Natalya's version of the sharpshooter taught to her by her uncle, WWE Hall of Famer Bret Hitman Hart, is perfectly executed and can snap an opponent's back like a twig.
There's a pin now. Natalya's looking for the exclamation point.
Shining Wizard!
She's in the driver's seat now. Natalya is in trouble.
She reverses out of it.
And not a second too soon. Close call there.
I think she's...
Natalya strikes with natty by nature. That creates a big opening here.
The sharpshooter, Byron.
This could be the turning point, Cole.
And she escapes the submission.
Not a lot of people can break out of that one, Michael.
We're seeing two outstanding athletes looking to prove their dominance in there, but only one can walk out victorious. Who will it be? Here she goes, back in the ring now. I'm told her photo galleries are responsible for a good portion of WWE's.com's huge traffic numbers last month. Look out! She misses big time there.
That had to hurt.
Oh, and it's a reversal. Natalya looks like she's down and out. This match is clearly taking it all out of her.
Well, her chances certainly are looking bleak right now, guys. But as long as she's breathing, I expect her to fight. That's just the kind of competitor she is.
A shining wizard will rearrange your face.
She's back in full control now.
She wants to finish this. Uh-oh, here we go, here we go! Oh, continuing to punish them.
I do not like Natalya's chances here, guys.
That's one of the most effective stretches you will ever see.
What a way to win a singles match. We've got some time to take another look at some of the highlights from that one.
This match wasn't exactly a barn burner, but we can't expect every superstar to be on their A game every time, I guess.
That's a woman on a mission.
This was one of those matches that had flashes of brilliance, but never quite lived up to all the hype. Good match overall.
Here is your winner, AJ Lee.
Wait a minute, what is this about? Uh-oh, this is the confrontation we've all been waiting for. Tossed around like a rag doll.
Nailed it.
She is on fire.
Nia Jax.
Oh, what a leg drop.
Oh, makes my stomach hurt.
Got every ounce of that one. This could be over. Great power.
Oh, man. That looks like it hurts. Man, she knows how to make a comeback.
Like most girls who only take just what they're given, like a plastic little princess. Lucky for me, I'm not like those girls.
Oh, WWE Universe! Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your longest reigning tag champs and feel the power! Please sit down, Byron. Please.
Can't help it. I got a goosebump parade running up and down my body. The New Day's here.
A goosebump parade.
On the way to the ring, accompanied by Big E, at a combined weight of 417 pounds, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, the New Day.
Look at this derelict Big E trying to swim in the center of the ring.
Byron, I thought you didn't eat carbs.
Well, I make an exception for the New Day. Get it? New Day rocks. Come on, Corey. New Day rocks. You're not clapping.
Nor will I ever.
Big E's hips don't lie, man.
The monster among men is here!
And their opponents, first, weighing in at 385 pounds, Braun Strowman.
The earth is trembling with each step.
Here's a man who won the greatest Royal Rumble in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. He beat the bar at WrestleMania while teaming with a 10-year-old kid, and he won the Money in the Bank contract.
Hey, Michael, remember that time he threw you around?
Yeah, Byron, because I'm a man and I stand up for myself. I don't run away and hide in the locker room like a little girl.
I remember things.
And it looks like it'll be these two superstars kicking it off here tonight.
Doesn't get any better than this. We're about to witness tag team action at its finest, fellas.
What's coming next?
Taking their time. Ah, punch to the gut.
I'll take the wind right out of you.
What impact! Kofi Kingston looks stunned by that.
The beauty of tag team competition is that he doesn't need to take the entire brunt of the opposition's attack, though the thought of making a tag doesn't necessarily appear to be on his mind right now. In order to be a premier tag team, a superstar and their teammate must have that continuity where they're a well-oiled machine inside the ring. I'm talking about classic techniques like cutting the ring in half, isolating your opponent, relegating them to your corner, and making frequent tags so that the fresh man is always in the ring. That's how you keep your opponents off.
And he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
Corey, a few moments ago, you took us through what it takes for a tag team to be successful. Continuity between tag team partners is crucial. When a team is able to keep one opponent in the ring for an extended period of time without making a tag, they're able to focus their attack on one individual and one body part.
And that's when things really start to take shape if you're on the tag team that's in control of the match. When you look at the tag teams who've dominated this business, all of them worked well together as a unit and were able to keep an opponent in the ring long enough to make that adversary the focal point of their assault.
Mustafa Ali prides himself on being a role model for everyone to follow their dreams and be the best they can be. He's all about defying preconceived notions and showing the power of ambition.
Fellas, I almost got that warm, fuzzy feeling inside just then. Then I remembered that this industry is about winning. Ali needs to worry more about that.
Drop down. Now leapfrog.
I want to add to the discussion of Mustafa Ali as a role model. You know, this is a guy who has shown time and time again that you can be a winner in WWE, but also earn the respect of everyone around you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I've got respect for Mustafa Ali, but when he lets opportunities like the Cruiserweight Classic and his WrestleMania title opportunity slip away, I lose it bit by bit. At some point, he needs to learn that glory beats adulation.
Harsh impact.
WrestleMania 34 saw more than 78,000 fans converge on New Orleans. One of the most exciting matches happened earlier on as Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander faced off to crown a new Cruiserweight champion.
It was a match that saw two close friends reaching for the same dream, Michael. Mustafa Ali and Cedric Alexander both stopped at nothing to be the one to leave WrestleMania with the Cruiserweight title.
Let's revisit Mustafa Ali's WrestleMania moment. He worked his butt off to get there, beating 3 tough competitors in the Cruiserweight Championship tournament, but Cedric Alexander had an answer every time Ali got on a roll.
It may not have been the outcome.
Wow, he got out of it.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he had it fully locked in.
Irish whip.
Big elbow.
And that one grounds him. Looking at it here. Braun Strowman fans with some reason to worry about here.
This tag team match can get out of hand quickly.
And he breaks free.
Just when you thought he was out of this one.
We might just see it here. Oh, and he makes the tag.
That was a game changer right there, Michael.
Oh, he turns it around.
Big knee, and right between the shoulder blades. Axe handle finds the mark.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Strowman. This is not going to be good at all.
Oh my gosh, from what heights?
No doubt about that one.
That slam just brought this entire arena to it.
He's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does.
When this guy's on, look out. Whoa, down he goes.
That was impressive, Cole.
This might be it. Oh, my.
What a stomp.
Good grief. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Wicked body shot. Things are looking unfavorable for Kofi Kingston. This is not where he wants to be at this point in this tag team match.
Things look bleak right now.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Incoming. Here he goes.
Well, that was pretty.
But he's running on fumes here. Does he have enough left in him to capitalize?
I think Mustafa Ali just secured this match.
I don't like the look in his eye here, folks. Look at this. Trap the arm into the neck breaker. He's lining him up.
Wow, I thought he was a goner. Hurricanrana!
Most of the truly great tag teams in sports entertainment created a double team finishing maneuver. The spike pile driver from Anderson and Blanchard, the heart attack from the Hart Foundation, the rocker dropper from the Rockers, or the doomsday device from the Road Warriors. A team needs to have a tag team finisher and be able to execute that finisher on all types of opponents.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Corey, a few moments ago, you mentioned some of the great tag team finishing moves in sports entertainment history. Don't forget about the 3D from the Dudley Boys, or the double drop kick from the 2017 WWE Hall of Famers, the Rock and Roll Express. In tag team action, like in singles competition, once a duo nails their opponent with their finisher, that should signal the beginning of the end.
It can take a long time for a tag team to decide on a double team finisher, but I agree. A team needs one, and it should be something that can be administered to any opponent. That's when a finishing move is truly effective. And since we're talking about tag teams, remember you and your partner having to...
Ali is looking to end this.
He's got to do it all, just inflicting so much damage to the body. This one's over, guys.
Mustafa Ali prides himself on being a role model for everyone. They did it. Wow, what a match. We got our money's worth for that one. Take a look.
These superstars gave as good as they got, and these fans got their money's worth from the opening bell. I'm not easily impressed, but even I thought that match was one of the best I've seen in a while. That's what I love about the WWE, a match that lives up to expectations, but still finds a way to surprise us. Good stuff.
Here are your winners, Braun Strowman and Mustafa Ali.
Nice teamwork by these two here tonight.
That is what I like to call a statement win, Michael.
I think I can safely speak for all of us when I say that was an amazing contest. years after that.
I can't believe what we just saw.
The WWE Universe is behind that statement. No doubt about that.
Cold and black inside this coffin, 'cause you all try to keep me down.
He's in a little bit of trouble now. You can bet this is not how he drew this one up.
Oh man, his chances are dwindling quickly. He's just taken on so much punishment.
This match certainly isn't trending in the right direction for him. He's gonna need a change in momentum and fast.
Man, that hurts. Back now inside the ring. Oh, this is dangerous right here. Look at this. Kane's enjoying himself now. What a stomp. Good grief. What a strike.
Oh, and he connects. There's no reason to lose your footing on a move like that. Come on, toughen up.
This is what makes... He's fighting back here.
I expected nothing less, Cole.
Oh, what a boot.
Beautiful technique.
I don't know how much more of this he can take. Tonight may not be his night, guys.
He has got to fight back.
If by some miracle he goes on to win this match, we'll be talking about this comeback for generations to come.
This might be it. Oh, my. We got a cover. Oh, that was a close call.
I'm just as shocked as everyone else, Cole, his opponent included.
Oh, look at the... No, man, that hurts.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Kane with a vice-like grip on his opponent's skull.
Here's his moment, Michael.
That could procure the win for Kane.
Whoa, he works his way out.
A bit of a Houdini job right there.
Oh, my DDT! Spiked him.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Going for broke.
Impressive combination kicks.
Wow, what a gritty performance. The yes lock is in. The yes lock is in.
Unreal.
There it is. It's locked in.
Smart maneuver.
But can he follow up here?
Yes! Takes it!
And here's another peek at some of the more memorable parts of the match.
Overall, this match was average at best. But not every match is going to be memorable. In fact, I've almost forgotten it happened already. Some pretty good give and take in this match, as these highlights show.
Look at him go. He was on point the entire match, as you can see here.
Here is your winner, Daniel Bryan.
Gonna feel the effects of this win for a while.
Hey, this isn't just about going out there and making sure everybody's entertained. You've got to win your matches, and that's exactly what happened here. A will to win was on display.
Happy 4th of July, everybody. I sure hope you enjoyed those fireworks.
Making his way to the ring from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in at 201 pounds, Thomas O. Champ R.
What's going on here?
Here we go.
Oh, man, there it is. And we have unofficially started here. Ooh, what impact.
Oh, shows no mercy. And that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
Oh, shows no mercy.
And that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
Boom, what impact.
Guys, this superstar's last match turned out to be one of the most exciting we've seen in a long time. But given the superior talent level, we shouldn't be all that surprised.
Whoa, the ladder hits. Jeez, that's gotta hurt.
Byron makes a great point. At this point, anytime there's superstars in the ring, it's almost automatic we see a great match.
Grab me a pen, Cole. I want to write down today's date. I never want to forget when it was that Byron actually made a good point.
Harsh impact.
Back when the Undisputed Era came to NXT, they gave Roderick Strong a chance to team with them. It took a long time for Strong to make the decision the Undisputed Era wanted, but when he did, it was a shock to the system.
Nailed it.
Michael bringing up Roderick Strong's shocking decision to join the Undisputed Era reminds me of how I used to think Roderick Strong had the biggest heart in NXT. But he sold it, and for what? To take the easy way? To be part of anarchy?
Strong is exactly where he belongs, Saxton. You can either be holding the brush that paints the new landscape or be the canvas that's being erased. Roddy chose the former.
Oh, I don't know if their opponent expected that.
Whoa, Strong able to avoid damage.
I don't know what you guys thought, but if you ask me, this superstar's last match was about as amazing as it gets. And as you know, I'm not easily impressed.
Neck breaker. He looks a bit off his game here. But we all know that he isn't afraid of a good fight, which is what we're seeing here.
Yeah, but it looks to me like he still has plenty of energy in that body of his. I wouldn't look too much into this right now.
This match is so evenly contested right now that it's almost impossible to pick a winner. I guess we'll just have to settle in and enjoy the action.
Brian, and I know you and Corey don't always see eye to eye, but I would have to think you two are on the same page as it relates to just how amazing this superstar's last match was.
What are you talking about? There's no issues between Corey and me. I know it may seem like it, but believe me, he's just joking when he gives me a hard time. He really loves me.
Since NXT TakeOver New Orleans, we've seen a different Roderick Strong. The man betrayed his partner Pete Dunne and sold his soul to join the Undisputed Era.
Oh, stop. Strong finally saw an opportunity.
Here it is. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Picture perfect drop kick. Also by Charles Schultz. I hate you.
On the topic of the NXT Tag Team titles, I would have to dispute that Roderick Strong made the wrong decision. He still could have become a champion with Pete Dunne, but he chose the Devils in yellow and black instead.
Listen, I asked Roderick Strong whether he made the right decision. He said, would you rather be the tag team champion with or against the Undisputed Era? To Roddy, that was an easy question to answer.
Byron, when someone goes up against a guy with the moniker of the Messiah of the Backbreaker, doesn't it go without saying,
This could end it in a hurry.
Powerbomb planted.
This could be it, guys. Absolutely punishing.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Oh, you ask, why doesn't Roderick Strong's opponent just defend against the backbreaker? Look, I don't know how many flavors of ice cream exist, but however many there are, it's half as many as the number of backbreakers that Roderick Strong knows.
Corey, you echo my thoughts exactly. Roddy is very gifted with about 500,000 different...
Cross the shoulders, up and down.
Just when you thought he had nothing left. Moves like that have a way of reverberating throughout the entire body.
this could be it?
Oh, good night. That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
I think I heard a bone break.
He knows he's in trouble.
He can't withstand one bit more.
Incoming. Back in from the floor.
Ooh, right to the face.
At some point, the referee may want to think about stopping this one before somebody gets seriously injured. I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
Oh, and the liner finds the mark. Gonna be tough to bounce back from that one. Looks to me like these superstars are running on fumes right about now.
Oh, nasty impact.
He's in trouble.
Double underhook applied. Up.
You gotta believe this one's over.
Now it's time to capitalize.
Watching this match, I think it's clear why we don't see too many TLC matches. This has been as savage as a match as you will ever see.
There he goes, crashing to the floor.
You have to applaud the effort these superstars are giving here in this TLC match, guys.
Back in the ring now. Strong is showing signs that it could be ending soon.
There's a good chance he can't recover from this.
An amazing match so far, guys, but it looks to me like we're possibly nearing the end here. Oh, and the ladder finds the mark.
Gonna be tough to bounce back from that one.
This is what makes him one of the best in the business. Takes him down hard.
You gotta love that kind of aggression. Beautiful technique.
We've seen some pretty unforgiving TLC matches in the past, but this one might just take the cake.
Be careful not to get disqualified. Whoa, Strong able to avoid damage.
Takes him down in a major way, too.
Belly to back suplex coming. No!
Must come down.
Wow, I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
Uh-oh, he's in trouble here. This could be it.
Oh, good night. That has got to be it.
I really can't believe what's gone down so far. This match has been even more physical than I thought it would be.
Double underhook suplex.
These athletes seem to have tried everything in their playbook. Oh, there's more in their arsenal, I promise you that. I don't know what it is, but they'll find it.
How these superstars are even still in this match is beyond me, especially given how intense the match has been.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
I don't know how much more these superstars can take, guys. You'd have to think something's got to give here soon.
All right.
Strong has done it. I didn't think he could.
Now let's get another look at some of the high points of that one.
He's getting after it here.
These superstars gave as good as they got, and these fans got their money's worth from the opening bell. He's going to want to make sure he saves every minute of this match for his personal highlight reel, because he was on fire in this one.
Here is your winner, Roderick Strong.
What a grueling match. It looked like anybody's match there.
The Heartbreak Kid.
That drives a
The showstopper. The main event. The Heartbreak Kid.
I make them feel like they're on cloud nine.
After missing nearly 4 years with a severe back injury, some doubted we would ever see Michaels in WWE again.
Here's the thing, Corey. After returning, some say Shawn Michaels is better now than he's ever been.
Certainly a hard point to argue. One of the greatest of all time, Mr. WrestleMania.
The longest reigning Universal Champion in history.
And his opponent, accompanied by Paul Heyman from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 295 pounds.
I don't think we're gonna wait for the match to start.
Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar.
We knew it wouldn't make it to the ring.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Ooh, right in the face.
Destroyed. Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Clothesline. Through his career, Shawn Michaels has been a sexy boy, a leader of the clique, and a degenerate, but he may also be the greatest in-ring performer of all time.
And I wouldn't at all be surprised if this match stole the show here tonight.
Ask any current WWE superstar who their greatest influence is, and you'll find the Heartbreak Kid high on that list.
It's probably because HBK has a reputation for always stealing the show every time he entered the ring. Something the current era strive for every night. Big slam.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
Kick to the... Oh, brutal forearm.
And it's Michaels showing some agility.
Oh, shoulder breaker. Gets out of the way of that one. Close quarter. Slam.
Impactful. Will jar your spine.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
He might have it. Things are looking dire for Shawn Michaels.
I have a feeling this is German after German by Brock.
You don't see the Heartbreak Kid manhandled like this very often. It might be cliche, but it's true here. It ain't over till it's over.
Yeah, he's a superstar that can flip the switch and get after you.
Oh, man.
Right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
Ooh, that'll mess up your shoulder. Bang!
Going for the ride.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
Oh, nasty impact.
Lesnar taking some punishment. Don't be surprised if he shrugs it off and comes
With a sharpshooter cinched in. And there it is, boys.
We're seeing two outstanding athletes looking to prove their dominance in there. But
He somehow breaks free.
Nice, but he clearly has next to nothing left to give here.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
inside the ring now.
Looking to lock it in here. Is he done? No, he releases the hold.
What in the world is he thinking? Does he not want to win?
Oh no, we know what this is.
Is he done?
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Counter here. Boom!
Did you see that? Yeah, that was unreal.
Shawn Michaels has fought his way all the way back into this match, and now looks like he just might win this thing.
And he kicks out.
What a kick out. Oh, what a scary drop.
Shawn Michaels has fought his way all the way back into this match, and now looks like he just might win this thing. Did you hear that thud? God.
When this guy's on, look out.
He's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does.
He's making a statement here with this attack.
Showing some quickness there.
Slam down hard.
Looking to lock it in here.
When Brock is feeling it, good luck to you.
Oh, and he releases the hold.
Wow. Part of me thought that was it, Cole. The end is near for him.
That's what he was looking for, Michael.
But now,
Can Lesnar make the most of this?
here we go. Brock Lesnar is setting it up. Oh, no.
Lesnar's about to end this.
F5.
Oh, my. That should do it.
Momentum is fully in the corner of Brock Lesnar now.
I wouldn't have been surprised if that was it. Wow.
Yeah, it's going to take more than that to keep him down.
He goes down hard.
Yeah, he's not looking very good at this point, Cole.
Taking on any more damage here could very well mean the beginning of the end.
He's in a vulnerable spot now, guys.
Look at him. He's wide open for attack.
There's been a lot of talk about this superstar's latest spot in the power rankings, but if you ask me, those things are overblown.
Looking to lock it in here. Is he done? Going for something else, it seems.
I suspect he knows something that we don't, Cole. Why else would he just let him out of that hole?
Guys, it's imperative he gets back in the ring.
Yeah, otherwise he's looking at a countout.
Despite having an impressive spot in this week's power rankings, I'm told this superstar isn't all concerned with things like that.
Harsh impact.
Oh, man, a little extra luster behind that kick.
And set him up.
Double axe handle smash. Axe handle finds its target.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Lands this, and he is done.
Suplex City. Game, set, match. This one is over.
That just echoed throughout this entire arena.
He's not going to like this.
Brace for impact. Here it comes.
With the F5. Bang! You don't see the Heartbreak Kid manhandled like this very often.
Oh my God, he won the match. I can't believe it. He won the match. That match deserves another look. Here we go.
These superstars gave as good as they got, and these fans got their money's worth from the opening bell. These superstars gave as good as they got, and these fans got their money's worth from the opening bell.
Here is your winner, Brock Lesnar.
Uh-oh, we've got company.
This can't be good.
We all knew this situation was going to explode sooner rather than later.
Dodges that one. Hold on, guys. This isn't good.
No question about it, Cole.
Quick thinking to avoid that one.
Lesnar looks to be finally feeling the effects of this attack.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Now in full control. Big move coming.
Striking combination.
Can he finish the job?
You can't teach that type of talent.
What's gonna happen now? Ring rattling. Caught off guard.